Hey, Dream Drivers, welcome to episode 422 of the podcast. Before we get started, we have a quick word from one of our sponsors.
To all the HBCU students making moves, listen up. For over 20 years, McDonald's has been at the side of college hopefuls. And with over $1 million in funding this year through the Black and Positively Golden Scholarship, Mickey D's is helping HBCU students rise and flourish into their graduating roles. This scholarship season, get ready to take your place when you apply for a McDonald's Black and Positively Golden Scholarship. Visit mcdblackscholars.com to apply now. Applications close on April 25th, 2025.
Hey, Dream Drivers, welcome to this new episode of Dreams and Drive. We have another solo episode today, and I'm excited to be talking to you guys about what no one tells you about chasing your dreams, your big dreams, I should say. And if you're new to the podcast, Dreams and Drive is all about how you can chase your big dreams and get unstuck, and I'm sharing real stories, mindset shifts, and action steps that can help you on your way to drive. This episode is special because I was doing some research with some solo episode ideas, and this was a topic that came up, and I thought it resonated because it's something that I think a lot of us sometimes are scared to talk about, the real parts of the dream driving that can be taxing and can be very vulnerable to talk about. So I'm going to be sharing with you 5 things that I think no one really talks about enough, or if we talk about it, we don't go into depth. But I just want to remind you, because I know there's someone listening right now who may feel discouraged, who may feel like they may have gotten themselves in too deep. So hopefully this message today helps you know that you're not alone. Someone else is going through or has gone through what you're doing, and it's possible to move past the stage that you're in right now. So if after listening to this and you feel like it's resonated with you, I'm asking you to share this with one person in your life. Pay it forward. That's so important for any part of this journey, is paying forward the lessons. If there's something that resonates with you, please send this episode to someone in your life who you think can benefit from it in some way. And also just make sure that you're following me personally on Instagram. I'm going to really try to really dive deep and get more active on social media. I know I say that all the time. My personal Instagram is Rain, RAIN, Shine, SHINE, and Love, LUV. And the Dreams and Drive Instagram page is Dreams and Drive. And lastly, if you want to be part of our Dreams and Drive email community and get weekly emails, go to dreamsanddrive.com/join. All right, but let's get into these topics. What no one tells you about chasing big dreams. Number 1, and I think this is something that is important. It's not always glamorous. It's not always pretty. There's so many unexpected shifts that happen along this journey. But what I believe, it's all about how you adapt. Entrepreneurship, dream driving, going after this big goal is something that can be seen as a buzz action. I say buzz action because there's so much glamour attached to it. You're going to go for that dream job. You're going to go for that dream career. You're going to go for that dream business idea and make it all happen. Yes, the aspiration to go towards that is fine, but the reality of what can happen when you're doing that is often not addressed. For example, life can change in an instant, which is number 2. The fact that life happens and sometimes it's going to break you down. So let's go back to the idea that dream driving is not always pretty, and then combine that with the idea of life happens and you can't predict it, and sometimes it will get the best of you. The pandemic, March 2020, changed so many people's lives. It changed the world as we know it. And that was something that no one could have predicted, or no one could have predicted would have lasted so long. People had to uproot their lives, and completely systems had to change. New concepts of consumption, of interaction, of culture changed because of the pandemic. And that affected a lot of people's dream driving journeys as well. People who I know who were in college and thought life would look differently after college, complete change. For me, I got pregnant during the pandemic. And so that was something that was a little bit unexpected. And also dealing with that, figuring out how it's going to affect the podcast, my life, entrepreneurship. That wasn't pretty at all. That was something that, although people see bringing life into the world as something that's, amazing, the same time it's the realities of what that means. And every time you have a big dream that you're going to try to achieve, there's something that you're sacrificing. It might be your time, it might be relationships, it might be family, it might be money. There's something that has to be taken from you in order for you to get to where you're going. And let's talk about that. Let's make that clear. Let's make people know that there's going to be some sort of uncomfortableness that you're going to have to sit in as you're moving towards that dream. Let's be real. Know that if you want to chase a big dream, you're going to have to be okay with being uncomfortable and having things happen to you that you may not expect, and then being able to adapt once it happens. What's up, dream drivers? Life's all about making bold moves and investing in your dreams, right? Whether you're taking on a new chapter, like welcoming a growing family, relocating to a fresh city, or stepping up to your next big adventure, you need a ride that's ready to go the distance with you. The Toyota Grand Highlander is designed with more space for people who are ready to tackle the grand challenges ahead. With advanced safety features, convenient tech, and a sophisticated look that reflects your style, it's more than just a car, it's the SUV that makes every journey fun and easy. With comfortable seating for up to 8, an available hands-free power liftgate, and your choice between gas or hybrid engine options, like the 362 horsepower Hybrid Max, this SUV is built for those who aren't afraid to go after their dreams, and it's got room to spare. The Grand Highlander is more than a spacious vehicle. It's your partner in embracing all life throws at you. From daily routines to unexpected adventures, it's up for every grand challenge. Learn more at toyota.com/Grand Highlander. Toyota, let's go places.
McDonald's has entered a Minecraft movie universe, and Grimace, Birdie, and Hamburglar just spawned as new collectibles in the overworld. Now for a limited time, you can get one of 6 McDonald's collectibles when you order a Minecraft movie meal. Ooh. With your choice of Big Mac or 10-piece chicken McNuggets with spicy nether flame sauce. Available now in a biome near you. Oh, and at your local McDonald's. At participating McDonald's for a limited time. A Minecraft movie only in theaters.
To all the HBCU students making moves, listen up. For over 20 years, McDonald's has been at the side of college hopefuls. And with over $1 million in funding this year through the Black and Positively Golden Scholarship, Mickey D's is helping HBCU students rise and flourish into their graduating roles. This scholarship season, get ready to take your place when you apply for a McDonald's Black and Positively Golden Scholarship. Visit mcdblackscholars.com to apply now. Applications close on April 25th, 2025.
Another big thing that happens to you when you're chasing big dreams is burnout. You cannot think that you'll be able to sustain momentum forever. At some point, exhaustion is going to kick in. At some point, you'll realize that you cannot do it alone and that you'll need a team. And if you do not prepare yourself for this burnout, or if you do not listen to your body, listen to your mind, if you do not pay attention to the signs that you're currently in a stage of burnout, this is when a lot of people get caught up. Like, you can be going, and not going anywhere because you're so burnt out and you don't realize that you're not even plugged in. You don't realize that the car isn't moving. You're just on this automatic, trying to get things done. But sometimes when you're working too much and you're not allowing yourself time to reset, when you're not allowing yourself time to rest, it's not always the best for your business. That's why, there's this whole hustle culture and people are just going. And I often say to myself, how sustainable is that? It's not. I'd rather work at a sustainable pace than work at a pace that eventually I'm going to crash out and burn. Crashing out is not cool. I know we have this dreams and drive metaphor going on with the podcast, but if you are in a race and you crash, that's not what you want. So as dream drivers, let's definitely try to avoid those crash outs, but know it will hit you if you're not preparing yourself, if you're not being aware of it, if you're not being in tune with what that means and what that looks like for you. Another thing, number 4, that a lot of us don't talk about when it comes to chasing big dreams is how lonely it can be. Sometimes you realize that not everyone understands what you're trying to build. Not everyone will support you. The very act of carving out time will mean that you'll have to sacrifice things, as I said before, and it can feel lonely. You might feel depressed. You might need to get some extra support to help you work through what that means and how to make sure you're not getting into a space that you can't come out of. I say for myself, sometimes even motherhood, I have friends who are mothers. I have, a village around me. But you become lonely in your mind because you realize there's just so much that's happening that's unique to you that you can't always express. And there's just this feeling of, why am I doing this? And that feeling alone can make you feel like you're in your own world. But if that happens to you, what I'll say is, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. But try to make sure that you're equipping yourself or seeking out the tools so that you're not staying in that place. For me, I'm so happy. And this connects to, like, maybe I should just get to the last thing that no one talks about when you're chasing big dreams is there's going to be a breakthrough after the storm. There's a light at the end of the tunnel. It cannot rain forever. The rain eventually stops. Goes back to my Instagram name. There's 3 constants in life: sunshine, rain, and love, right? The dream is not going to leave you. If you're chasing a big dream and things happen, you're getting stuck, you feel like you're burnt out, you're feeling lonely, you might have to pause for a while. But I assure you that little gift within you, the thing that makes you go for what you're going for, the thing that makes you so uniquely you, that dream will never leave you, and you'll find glimpse of it. You'll be reminded, whether it's a month, whether it's a few months, whether it's a year, whether it's a decade. There are people who have paused their dreams for some time, but have come back to it when they're ready again. Because I believe that if you have a gift within you, it's never going to leave you, and it's going to keep showing up until you do something with it. And I think another thing, though, too, with big dreams is when we say big dreams, it means big dreams to you. And it's so important that you realize that you have to define how you define big. And a lot of us are trying to live other people's dreams, other people's lives, other people's interpretations of what we should be doing. And I think if we become more clear and are more willing to sit with knowing what we want for ourselves can be trusted, then we will be in such a better place, and allowing ourselves to succumb to the dream and to allow ourselves to really breathe it in our bodies can help us move it along so much further than if we're constantly resisting or constantly trying to do a version of a dream that we know innately within our hearts is not what we want. So you have to listen to it. And also the big thing here is find that time to invest in yourself and your wellness. And I say that because today, if you're listening, I officially started my therapy journey. I thought it was finally time. I found a therapist through Therapy for Black Girls. Shout out to Dr. Joy and her directory. And it's just so important that we take advantage and we prioritize that, because we only have one you, and we can't show up the best for others if we're not showing up the best for ourselves. And that's my commitment to myself. I'm going to see how this goes, see how I like my therapist, and just keep on that journey. And I'll definitely try to keep you guys updated there as well. And remember, if you have to get to park, right? If you're in park right now it does not have to be permanent. Park is not permanent. Use park as a reset. Use park as a way to pivot. Use park as a way to rest, right? One of my favorite parts of road trips with my family were the rest stops. I remember specifically the West Virginia rest stop on the New Jersey Turnpike, whatever, I-95. Like, there were certain rest stops because we always used to go to my mom's friend's house in Virginia, like for every like Thanksgiving or every summer. And I just remember getting to know the rest stops. And that used to be like my favorite part of the trip, going in the welcome center, getting the maps, going to the bathroom, asking my parents for money to go buy some like McDonald's fries or something. Like, you like the rest stops. Recharging is okay. It's cool. It's needed. Let's embrace the reset. Let's embrace the recharge. Let's embrace the rest. Take that time to re-energize, get in touch with your inner child, get back to nature, the earth, re-energize your curiosity. A lot of us are not in touch with our creative selves, not in touch with our inner children, and we're not in touch with who we really are because we're trying to be something else. And I think if we do get in touch with that inner person again, there's so much that can change there. And lastly, this is just a reminder to anyone who's listening. Believe. I'm a big believer in affirmations and telling yourself things, even if it's just like it's all going to work out, it's going to be okay. It might sound crazy, you might be a little delusional, even in times where like you really think it's not going to work out. You have to tell yourself like this is leading you to the answer. And just having those crazy thoughts, I'm telling you, helps rewire your brain, helps keep you at a place of peace. And when you're able to navigate in a place of peace, through a place of peace, then you can go to where you want to go in some way. And it's just easier to live life that way. Me and my friends say sometimes you just have to be a little delusional. And having that delusion allows you to really navigate as a dream driver. So hopefully these tips were, helpful to you. As I said, please share this with one person who you think needs to hear this message today. One person, 2 people, 3 people, your whole family group chat. Copy this link wherever player you're listening to it in and send it on the chain, send it in the email, send it in a text. I really do appreciate it. Trying to really refocus the podcast. We've had a lot of people on the show. You can go back all 420 episodes before this one and listen to people share their dream driving journeys or dream driving stories. We have so many stories on this podcast, but I want us now in this new season to really focus in on ourselves and what it means to be driving towards our dreams and all the action tips and all the mindset shifts that we have to undertake, because I believe that's going to be a key for a lot of people. And I want to open up this show to people who are beyond just, having entrepreneurial dreams. There's so many other types of dreams that we can be tapping into, whether it's wellness dreams, fitness goals, relationship dreams, motherhood dreams, career dreams, anything, like just life goals. Maybe it's finding, your biological mother or father in that journey. There's so many areas of dream driving that I think we can explore and just open up the type of conversations that we have. So I'm excited. I'm taking it slow and steady. As you guys know, my life is hectic right now, but I just want to commit to this in some way. So thank you all for continuing to be on this journey with me. You've been on it with me for the past 9 years now, and I do not take it lightly. I appreciate it so much. And as always, like I always say, keep dreaming, keep driving, and we will chat again. Bye, guys.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.